say, I've inspected, you're all good, thank you very much. But just so you know, this checkbox says I have to let this guy know that your fire escape doesn't have a certificate on it. Well, what that's all about? Well, here's his card, call him, and good luck.
Sometimes with those, closing those permits, it may issue a certificate of occupancy.
No, I'm playing with you.
Yeah, I know.
Because right now the smoke detector sign off is another thing, that you should add that to the list.
Right.
You want to add this also, you know, go get your sprinkler list and add the fire escape to the sprinkler list. I don't make these lists, but you guys can easily create in policy saying all buildings that have sprinklers that have fire escapes, those must be submitted together every year. So don't make it so you have to remember about it every time. Make it so that it's an automatic checklist item. Just put it on a checklist. What other things do we talk about that you guys need? In the downtown walk around, when we start doing, we come down and walk around with you, we get the ball rolling by walking down alleyways and showing you all these buildings. And all you're asking for as we walk down all these buildings, unless we're looking at red situations, you're going to be asking for inspections as we walk down alleyways or current certificates?
Just current certificate.
Well, it's nothing but an awareness walk, right? We're not doing anything else but walking around and doing an awareness, right? And when you ask for certificates, usually it's a 30-day process of, you know, by the time they get a letter, but you can walk around and put some tags on, and then in your city you want, just like Seattle. So are you the first one doing it in the nation or starting to follow the trend in the nation? Seattle wants every fire escape, like your elevator, to have a tag on it. For whose benefit? Everyone. The tenant's benefit, the fireman's benefit, and the tag has a date on it that says, on average, it's every 5 years, when it's due for a new re-inspection by a structural engineer. But who inspects it every year? You and the owner. Do you walk it up and down? Or the owner walks it up and down and hands it to you at the bottom of the walk? Now, imagine this as a cure. All rent checks can only be collected on buildings with fire escapes through the fire escape. And all tenants have to duct tape their checks to the outside of the window and call the management company and the owner. Said, hey, I noticed you haven't picked up the last 3 rent checks. I'm duct taping the 4th one. When are you coming? Wouldn't that be great? But that's sadly not the case. The only people that are getting on these fire escapes are tenants having a smoke and falling through, and firemen coming in and doing something in regards to the fire and stepping on these things and falling through. So let's, I'm going to open it up to questions, and I'm going to put it on a walkthrough of the Lowell, because the reason I like the Lowell one is because we've got a mix of fire escapes in that alleyway. And I'm only going to play for about 5 minutes, but you're going to get the idea of what it is. What he, as the commissioner, he doesn't go out and inspect fire escapes, but he wanted to be out there so that his men knew what to look for. Okay? So let me play that, and then we'll open it up to questions. We'll open up, we'll go into a little bit more detail about what I handed you as a handout, answer any last minute questions, and then if possible, we had a small interview at the beginning, but now we can actually probably do an interview at the very end with all of you, just to say, what did you come in here knowing, and now what are you leaving with knowing, and how has this minimally affected your ability now to handle something that was the bastard child of egress? You know what I'm saying? So let me play that one video that I think you guys are going to like. Actually, we just, let's see if this goes right into something. I want to give you a quick little lesson. Ready? This is us walking around with people of inspecting, housing inspectors, building inspectors, and fire inspectors, but all over the country, right? But we talk about the load test, we talk about the criteria letters. Whenever we are going to inspect something, we're going to send you a criteria letter of how we intend to inspect, right? But let me just show you something very quickly here, which is this is the various tags that are available out there, but a lot of them don't have a lot of the information. But this is the things we can, we can set up for you. Repair guidelines, repair criteria. Okay, these are all things. These are just report. This is where I want to get. Anybody ever see a slidescape? This is in Elizabeth, New Jersey. This is a 12-story slidescape. The slide is right in here. This is us with the fire department. You jump into this corkscrew. You slide down, and at the very end, then it makes this turn, and you go shooting out, and your feet hit this door of paddle and it opens up and you're down on the ground. This is an active building built in the 1900s. That's what you gotta, no lights by the way, so it's a thrill ride, it's a night thrill ride. All right, so we're gonna do this, let me just skip to, that's what the tags look like. This is where I want to go. Are these fire escapes? Does your code cover, and I just want to make sure, any existing fire escapes there? So anything that's external to a building that can be used as a fire escape, that you guys are going to get people off, so it could be, you know, would that include Romeo and Juliet balconies? Would that include back porches, that the staircase is in that porch? So wood or steel, right? So quick lesson. These fire escapes? Shell out, yes or no? Fire escapes? Fire escapes? Fire escapes? Fire escapes on structures, tanks and stuff, these fire escapes? Those need to be inspected. Romeo and Juliet balconies, fire escapes? Hotels? You know how those hotels have those walkways exposed to the weather with stairs? Are those fire escapes? Hotels, fire escapes? Wood structures on the back of the building, fire escapes? Stairs off of the deck on the back, fire escape. Fire escape? Fire escapes? Spirals? Anything that your second means of egress out must be maintained. Fire escapes? If this is your second means out, is this a fire escape? Wood or steel? Catwalks, are they fire escapes? Catwalks, steel or wood or steel or cement. They're all fall into the code. Machinery,